Someone broke into your house. They went through your filing cabinet, found your car keys, drove your car to an ATM, and cleaned out your checking account. How long do you think that took? Roger Grimes, who has spent 30 years hunting down the people who do this for a living, digitally speaking, says it took only 2 hours. He was paid to do it. He never failed, not once. And here's the part that will ruin your day. Grimes says many professional penetration testers get bored. They find the job too easy. They move on after a few years. Not because the challenge got too hard, it's because got too easy. The hacker sitting outside your company's digital front door right now is not a genius in a hoodie eating ramen at 3 a.m. He has a salary, benefits, probably better health insurance than you. Hacking is now a profession, a boring, well-compensated profession. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain, the podcast where technology speaks human. I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, aka Dr. Qubit, your guide to understanding what's going on with artificial intelligence, digital dangers, how to navigate this crazy world of digital lies and scams that's seen straight out of science fiction movies. I will tell you how to protect yourself even if you don't like technology. And well, let's start with the show. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Qubit, and this is Behind the Digital Curtain. Today, we're going inside Hacking the Hacker by Roger Grimes, a book that will permanently change how you look at every device you own. The genius hacker is a myth Hollywood sold you. Quick. Picture a hacker. Go. I know what you saw. The hoodie, the dark room, 3 monitors, someone furiously typing while saying,
"I'm in."
to absolute no one. You've seen this in a movie since the 90s. It's wrong. Completely, entirely wrong. Roger Grimes, who has been fighting actual hackers since 1987, opened his book with a statement that should be carved into every IT department's wall. Most hackers aren't geniuses. Say it with me. Most hackers are not geniuses. What they are is persistent, patient, and working with a checklist, not inspiration. They are less like Ocean 11 and more like a guy at a locksmith convention who has every possible key and infinite time to try them. I'm going to give you some analogies. Nobody robs a 7-Eleven because the combination to the safe is easy to crack. They rob it because the lock is old, the security camera is not working since months ago, and there is only one cashier on a Tuesday night shift. Hackers don't look for the hardest target. They look for the company that last patched its servers during the Obama administration. And they always find one, because there is always one. Analogy number 2. Before a hacker touches your system, they spend weeks or months doing reconnaissance. They scan public records, LinkedIn profiles, job postings, a job listing that says, we need someone with experience in SAP 4.7 and Windows Server 2016. Just told every hacker in the world exactly what software you run and which vulnerabilities to use. Crimes call this fingerprinting. You hand them the blueprint. And here is the real data from Microsoft Security Intelligence Report. Between 5,000 and 6,000 new software vulnerabilities are discovered every year. That's 50 new ways into your system every single day. While you are getting your morning coffee from the office kitchen, 50 new holes just appear in your digital walls. And the kicker? Verizon Annual Data Breach Investigation Report, which is the most comprehensive study to actually cyber attacks, consistently find that over 80% of successful attacks will have been caught if someone had just looked at the logs. 80%. Nobody checked it. It's like having a Ring doorbell and never look at the footage. If you didn't look, you didn't know. If you didn't know, you already lost.
I broke into your company in an hour and a half with an exploit that was 3 years old. I had to laugh. I wasn't brilliant, honey. I was just thorough, like a plumber who checks every pipe in the borough. And I'm bored, Lord, I'm bored of how easy this gets. No challenge here, not a challenge to be found. Just unpatched software on the same old ground. I found your Windows Server, vintage 2006, right there on the main rack, buried in the mix. I made myself a coffee, settled in my chair, and I walked out with your payroll like nobody cared. And I'm bored, Lord, I'm bored of how easy this gets. No challenge here, not a challenge to be found. Just unpatched software on the same old ground. I went to Cabo for a week, came back to a tan. You were still in meetings with the IT man. He said, we don't know how they got in. I said, nothing, I'd already moved on again.
Social engineering, the hack that doesn't touch your computer. Has anyone ever called you claiming to be Microsoft, or you have a pop-up in your computer saying that your computer has a virus and you need to install a program to fix it? Raise your hand. I'll wait. Okay, you can put it down. That right there is social engineering, and according to Roger Grimes, it is one of the most successful attack methods hackers use. Not because the technology is sophisticated, because we are predictably humans. And this is the question nobody asks. Why does it work? Bruce Schneider, who Grimes profiles in the book and calls his unofficial mentor, makes an observation that sounds obvious until you really sit with it. Employees don't use weak password because they're dumb. They use weak password because they are correctly calculated their own personal risk. If I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at work and I get hacked, does the company fire me? Probably not. Do they make me pay for the damage? Almost certainly not. Do I bear any real consequences? Rarely. So from the employee's perspective, they are making a perfectly rational decision. The company absorbs the risk. The employee absorbs the convenience. Schneider's conclusion, which Grimes clearly absorbed, is not the user who misunderstands the risk. is the security professionals who haven't figured it out who actually holding the bag. And here are the 4 cons that are probably already in your inbox. Phishing. An email from your bank says your account is locked and you need to verify your information. You click it, you log in, congratulations. A stranger now has your banking credentials. Data from the FBI 2023 Intel Crime Complaint Center says phishing and related scams cost Americans over $3.4 billion in 1 year. The fake tech support call. Someone calls claiming to be Microsoft or Apple. Your computer has been flagged. They need you to download a remote access tool so they can fix it. That tool is the actual malware, the virus. Your saving accounts get emptied. This scam harvested over $800 million from U.S. victims in 2023 alone, according to the FTC. The boss email. When Grimes does penetration testing, he sends company employees an email that looks like it's from the CEO, announcing a merger with their biggest competitor, with a link to a document showing who will get laid off. Click rates are jaw-dropping. Why? Because they attack the one thing people protect even harder than their money, their job security. Fear of layoffs override every security training model. Physical social engineering. Kevin Mitnick, the most famous hacker in American history and a personal hero, didn't primarily use computers. He wore uniforms. He walked into secure buildings. He says things like,
I hear you had been having troubles with the network. I'm here to fix it.
Nobody questioned him because he sounded like he was supposed to be there. Confident is the original Trojan horse. The fix isn't making people smarter. Grimes and Schneider agree. Design systems that assume humans will make mistakes, because they will, every time. We are not Terminators. We are tired people who get 200 emails a day. The hacker doesn't hack the computer. He hacks the human who uses it.
Are you getting emails from your bank about accounts you don't have? Are you receiving voicemails from the IRS about your urgent legal matter? Does your smart TV feel like it's judging your Netflix choices? Then you need Paranoid Pro, the emotional antivirus for perfectly normal Americans who are now permanently suspicious of everything with a screen. Paranoid Pro includes real-time threat analysis of your family group, coworker email authenticity scanning, an alert that fires when your brother-in-law sends you a link without a context, an extreme dark mode, which also darkens your general sense that things are okay. Side effects include chronic digital distrust, a desire to print all important documents and store them in a fireproof box, and the unshakable belief that your Roomba is gathering intelligence, which technically it is. Paranoid Pros do not protect you against your ex sending phishing links, does not cover family social engineering at Thanksgiving. Not effective against nation-state hackers. If a nation-state is targeting you specifically, that is a diplomatic incident, not a software problem. As your congressman, not your nephew in IT. Press click responsible. Paranoid Pro, because in cybersecurity, paranoia is just undocumented due diligence.
Passwords and the massive death that already happened to you. Let's do a quick exercise. Think of your most common password. The one you use for your email, maybe social media, maybe your bank account login. Hold it in your head. Now let me tell you something that is going to ruin your Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Friday. Dr. Cormac Hurley, a Microsoft researcher who Grimes profiles in the book, did a comprehensive study on password security. His conclusion? Changing your password every 90 days, which your IT department enforces you to do, doesn't work. It's actually make things worse. Because people forced to change password regularly create more predictable patterns, no less. Plus, they have a sticker right beside the keyboard with a password. And how password death actually works now? Forget the movie's version where someone types your name into a terminal 47 times until unlocks. Today, per Grimes, the dominant technique is credential stuffing. Here's how it goes. Step 1, a hacker breached a small, bad website you signed up several years ago. A hobby forum, an online store you use twice, a restaurant reservation service, etc. Step 2, your email address and your password from that site are now in a database that costs $5 in a dark web forum. Step 3, automated software tries that email password combination on your bank, your email, your employer's VPN, Amazon, basically everywhere. Step 4, if you use the same password anywhere, it's game over. No drama, no montage, just gone. Grimes says this technique, credential death and reuse, is now involved in almost every major corporate attack in the last 5 years. Not the flashy 0 days, no sophisticated malware. Your password from a gardening forum you joined in 2014. Imagine you have one key that opens your house, your car, your office, and your gym locker. You lose that key in an Uber. You haven't just lost your house, you lost everything. That's what password reuse does. One breach, total access. Here are 3-step fix. First, turn on 2-factor authentication everywhere you can. Even if someone steals your password, they need your phone to get it. This blocks 99% of automated credential attacks. The FTC, CISA, and every expert in this book agree on this one. Second, use password managers. Bitwarden is free. 1Password is excellent. Your iPhone has one built-in. Let it generate unique password for every site. You remember only one. The software handles the rest. Third, when you create a password yourself, go long instead of complex. My dog's name is Brisket125335. It's more secure than password 2004 and definitely easier to remember. Length beats complexity. Every cryptographer agrees.
I'm a reasonable man. I do reasonable things. I recycle at to 20%. I watch the Hallmark Channel in the spring. But I had one password, one perfect password. I used it for everything I own. My bank, my email, my Discord, and the forum where I sell garden gnomes. Oh, the password blues, the credential stuffing blues. My garden gnome forum got breached in 2014. And now somebody's using my Hulu, and I don't even know what they've seen. The hacker didn't try 1,000 guesses. He just bought my data for a $5 fee. Tried it on my bank, my Amazon, my Netflix. 2 of those worked coincidentally. Oh, the password blues, the credential stuffing blues. The hackers watching my garden gnome show, and I still don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm standing here with my password manager, 64 characters, random, unique. I don't know what my password is anymore, but I sleep okay, mostly 3 nights a week.
Your smart devices are dumb about security, and someone built them that way. Look around wherever you are right now. Your phone, your smart TV, your router, your Alexa. If you have a smart thermostat, smart lights, or a refrigerator that tells you when you are out of oatmeal. All those are computers. All those computers have vulnerabilities. All those vulnerabilities can be exploited. Dr. Charlie Miller, who Grimes profiled as one of the most important security researchers of his generation, hacked a Jeep Cherokee from a laptop several miles away. While the car was driving on a highway, he took control of the steering wheel, the brakes, the air conditioning, with a human being inside. He did this to prove it was possible. The demonstration cost him his developer account with Apple, inspired a Jeep recall of 1.4 million vehicles, and permanently changed how the automotive industry thinks about cybersecurity. He did it to prove the point. The point was, this is real and it's matter. A Schneider warning that Congress heard and mostly ignored. Bruce Schneider testified before the United States Congress and said, per Grimes' account,
"It's time to get serious. Playtime is over. When a spreadsheet has a bug, it crashed the spreadsheet. When your car has a bug, people die. We cannot accept the same level of errors in software in systems where people's lives are at stake."
That was 2016. In 2026, connected cars still have exploitable vulnerabilities. Medical devices with Bluetooth has been demonstrated hackable by security researchers. Baby monitors have been accessed by strangers. The industry knows. Grimes knows. Schneider knows. The market just hasn't caught up yet. Imagine buying a car and finding out the dealership made a spare key for every vehicle they sell and keep them in a filed cabinet. It's in the terms of service. Nobody read it. That's what many OIT manufacturers do. OIT stands for Internet of Things. Default passwords, known vulnerabilities, zero incentive to fix them because the warranty already expired and the product shipped. The practical fix for the average person? Change the default password on your router. Right now, today, your router probably uses admin or admin1234. There are tools that scan the entire internet looking for exactly those credentials. Those tools are free. Those tools are running right now. Check your router password. Go ahead, I will wait.
Introducing Divine Firewall Pro, the home security router system inspired by the security principles of Aaron Margosis, Microsoft legendary configuration expert, and also loosely by your grandmother's faith that everything will work out. Divine Firewall Pro features automatic prayers when an unauthorized device tries to connect, notifications sent to the digital equivalent of a guardian angel when brute force is detected, and complementary digital absolution when you accidentally click a phishing link in a moment of weakness. Side effects include over-reliance on the spiritual protection metaphor while ignoring actually firmware updates, a tendency to light candles near the router, and an unearthed sense of security that feels exactly like the real thing but provides fewer of the benefits. Divine Firewall Pro. God helps those who also update their firmware. Divine Firewall Pro offers no protection against nation-state hackers, your teenager's friends who also knows about computers, or a determined attacker with more patience than your faith. No effective if you use the same password as your church login. Does not prevent DDoS attacks from competitors, stranger business partners, or Brian Krebs accidentally exposing your data breach. Consult your IT professional before placing any candles near active networking equipment. Press click responsible. Divine Firewall Pro, because you need to update the firmware religiously.
All right, you know now how hackers think. You know they are no geniuses. You know they use your human nature against you. You know your password from 2014 is probably compromised. So let's do something about it. And this is the section that I love. Do it yourself. 20-minute security audit for normal humans. 5 things you can do right now before this episode ends. Step 1. Check if your email has been in a data breach. Go to haveibeenpwned.com. It's free, it's legit, it's run by Troy Hunt, a respected security researcher. Type in your email. If it's come back red, change your password on any site where you use that email, starting from your bank account, if that's the case. Step 2. Change your router's default password. Type 192.168.1.1 in your browser address bar. Most American home routers use that. The default username and password are usually admin or admin1234. If you can log in with those, every device on your network is a security risk. Change it to something long and unique. Step 3. Turn on two-factor authentication on your email. Gmail, go to Account, Security, two-step verification. Microsoft or Outlook, go to Security Settings, same process. This single step blocks 99% of automated password attacks. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency recommends this as a single highest priority recommendation for individuals. It's not a suggestion, it's their top recommendation. Step 4. Check which apps have access to your microphone and camera. In the iPhone, go to Settings, Privacy and Security. In Android, go to Settings, Privacy, Permission Manager. You will be surprised. Calculator apps, flashlight apps, games, many have microphone access they have zero reason to have. Revoke everything unnecessary. Step 5. Update your phone's operating system. Most successful attacks exploit vulnerabilities that have already been patched. If you haven't updated, you are running with those holes. Go to Settings, General, Software Updates on iPhone, and Settings, System Update on Android. Do it now. Not tonight, now. Before the next episode, check how many apps on your phone has access to your microphone. Screenshot the results. Share it in social media with the hashtag behind the digital curtain. Does your weather app has microphone access? Your grocery list app? That's the kind of specific sorts real-world details that Brian Krebs will track to an IP address of a foreign country. You are doing it in your kitchen, and that's where security actually lives. Here's what Hacking the Hacker taught me, underneath all the technical details. The people who defend us are, in Grimes' word, hackers plus. They know everything the attacker knows, and then they know more. They dedicated their lives to a problem that gets harder every year and pay less that should, and that most of the public ignores until something goes wrong. Bruce Schneider gave up the most glamorous side of cryptography to ask the harder questions. Why isn't getting better? Brian Krebs moved off the grid because he was getting death threats for reporting the truth. Dr. Charlie Miller got banned by Apple for finding a vulnerability Apple needed to know about it. Those are not the people in the movies. They are better. They are the real ones. And Kevin Mitnick, who started all this by figuring out how to get his mom phone returned back by impersonating James Bond, spent the rest of his life teaching companies how to stop people like the person he used to be. That, more than any technical detail, is why cybersecurity matters. It's about who is watching out for us. Hacking the Hacker by Roger A. Grimes is available everywhere books are sold. Willie, 2017. Read it. It's one of the most accessible technical books I encountered, and it will be permanently change how you think about every device you own. For most of how criminals operate at a scale, my friend Dean Morrow digs into exactly this on Cybercrime Junkies. Link in the show notes. and Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Cubic. This has been Behind the Digital Curtain. Stay safe out there. Update your software. And for the love of all is good, stop using the same password for everything. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoy it, please share with someone you want to protect and help navigate this technological world. And if you have questions, anecdotes, or stories you would like to share, write me at behindthedigitalcurtainpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for you next week for another episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, the place where technology is spoken in human language. See you later.